People of Brighton and Hove have a right to hold these views. What?
They do have the right to hold these views. Look how just angry she is. She's just dripping with venom.
Isn't it a bit inappropriate to be telling trans people that the world hates them and wants them to die? It seems like we're all trying to convince each other that the world is so much more hostile to us than we really are. Why am I being berated by a ginger road man? When am I not being berated by a ginger road man? Speak highly now.
Bad faith pause, boo.
But yeah, this guy here, the trough, listen. You gotta know when someone's got you by the fucking short and curlies, you know what I mean? Yeah, let's have a look, listen. The trough live. Mary Chew, T-Turf calls me out. Drunk stream. Drunk stream is very apt. This is pre-watched. He said he'd be up for chatting. So, I'll kind of refresh my memory a little bit because I watched this last night and we'll kind of catch up, I guess. But yeah.
About now is called the Mary Chew. The Great Mary Chew, ladies and gentlemen. The Great Mary Chew. Mary Chew. Now, I vehemently disagree with this person on a lot of things. Some things do agree on. A big thing I have though is their fucking tone, man. They have that fucking Cooeyman fucking snark fucking like just dripping with venom bullshit to them. I can't fucking stand it. We're gonna need a big drink. Big drink to get through this one. So we're gonna start off with not one shot.
I've never driven someone to drink before. At least I don't think I have. I don't feel good about this. This isn't good for you. You shouldn't be like downing like shots of fucking vodka just to watch my fucking ass, you know what I mean?
Not 2 shots of vodka. Right. That's half a wine glass of vodka. Hey, cheers.
That is rough, man. What kind of vodka is it? Can we see? I don't know if I'll be able to tell what kind of bottle this is. It's the kind of thing that the water kind. Hey, maybe. Listen, I hope it is. I don't want to drive people to drink. I don't feel good about this.
2 shots of vodka.
Yeah, I can't see what kind of bottle that is.
3 in one go.
His hand's covering all the branding and stuff. Like even something like Absolute or something. Like drinking that neat. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Hey, cheers.
Oh, it's making me feel sick just looking at it. Come on, man. Pleasant.
Bit of a thing to that.
People watch this guy. Yeah. Listen, the whole... I'm sorry, that's too mean. Okay,
hang on.
Yeah, this is nuts. This is like...
Hang on.
Right, no, not really.
Right, I say this here, because you can, I don't know, the fucking computer's gonna hear me, but I basically just call her out of it, because she just like, there is nothing brave about what this fucking guy is doing. Nothing at all, right? He's just standing there with a site that he knows is just gonna piss people off, for the sake of people, pissing people off, everybody knows it, and then he's fucking just like there, she's sat there being a fucking pick-me, you know, a trans pick-me, going, oh, well, I'm not one of those ones, okay? I'm not one of those crazy ones. I'm one of the good ones, guys. And it's like, brother, everyone...
I don't think I ever said that during this, but okay. I don't know if I've ever said that. Whatever. I get accused of this a lot, though.
From the LGBT stands united, we all fucking fall apart, bro.
Protesting anything, he's just being attention. Well, he is protesting something. He's protesting... Listen, this guy is like a born entertainer. Like, there is something. You can't deny it. Women's inclusion in women's sports. He's protesting transition children. That's what it says on the bottle. So
both issues that, to be honest, right, the trans kid thing, right, I can see. I think if they're over 16, it's cushy, because 16 is the age of mental...
I didn't find the trough. The trough found me. Actually, that's not entirely true. I watched him debate Queeman whenever that happened. And then he appeared in my chat, like, in an unrelated manner. So I already knew who he was.
Responsibility in the UK. I can see...
That was when he said that supposed Houthi kid that Hassan was hanging out with was the Joseph Goebbels of the Houthis.
That, but the fucking sports thing, it's like, who gives a shit, bro? Honestly, I think when the FA changed their position on it, the banned trans women from fucking the regular men's league, bro.
Ooh, trans ally who cares moment. Trans ally who cares moment.
Right, or whatever the women's league, sorry. It was like, there was like 26 people affected, and they were all in like the lowest league clubs. I mean, 26 fucking people. Yet people have got to cry.
He's not related to Felix F. Fern. He does look a bit like Felix F. Fern, though.
and cry about it.
It's a bit like Max from the Queer Gossip. He fucking hates me, but there's something about him that I can't be mad at, you know?
I bet you anything fucking 10, 15 years ago, this geezer was one of those people that would have been like in the poos having a pint and be like, women's sports, who gives a shit about that one, like in love? Like, now we're supposed to fucking accept that he's some fucking, some radical feminist stand up for what's good to protect the women from the evil fucking trans. Give me a fucking break.
I heard him say it, yeah. Opinion, you see. That wasn't just something put down, yeah.
Spoke at Chud Logic Jr.'s funeral. I don't know if I know that reference. This isn't the North, no, this is the South Coast. Like, I guess, like, somewhat southeast.
It's in the south, it's the southeast of fucking England.
He gets really angry at this, because I forget entirely where Brighton is. But he thinks that a guy with a northern accent is from Crawley, so I don't know.
It's Brighton. It's fucking Sussex. East Sussex is the southeast of England. You're stupid that you don't fucking know that. My God.
It's towards London from the middle.
It's not really a major sticking point, just annoying. Just annoys me because it's just like, oh man, alive. Like, come on. Like, really?
He's going to accuse me of seething later, by the way.
You know, if you're gonna, you should be able to get your geography right. In my opinion, you should be able to.
Why is he wearing a bag inside? My guess, it begins with A and ends with autism. He's on coke. I have it slightly sped up. He's been drinking though.
Get your fucking geography right, man. Right.
I mean, it's possible he is on coke, but I don't know that to say. You know what I mean? I don't know what these people do with themselves. There's not any sniffing that I remember. There's just this kind of weird like throat thing that he does.
Right, like it's the southeast of fucking England. It's Brighton, man. Come on.
You do know that I didn't say that. You do know under the Public Order Act that it doesn't mention offence. The word offence isn't in the Public Order Act.
Yeah, that's fine. It says any writing, sign, or visible representation is threatening or abusive when the hearing or sight of a person. Blah blah blah. I don't think I class this as that, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's the stress, man. I'm not saying I agree with the law, but the law is very vague on purpose because the distress pisses people off. It's the distress. The distress, right, can cause people. Like that geezer, all he did was stand outside the Turkish embassy, burn the mosque. He get the shit kicked out of him. He's the one who goes to fucking court, right? It's the fucking. Oy vey.
Yeah, you know that.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
You almost finished a thought that time. Well done.
I'm talking about yourself at the moment.
Yeah, okay. No, but it's just I heard on the radio that you said he's got a sign that's offensive.
Basically, I've been relaying exactly what just happened here.
Do you think it's offensive?
I've got no opinion of it. I've got no opinion of it. I'm here, objectively. You're a victim of an assault. Okay. We're getting their details. We're just making a few phone calls and just make sure.
Trying a cigar for the first time on. Maybe he's like vaping. You get a numb and dry throat with coke. That is true.
No, I was just concerned that you said he's got an offensive sign, and that's what I heard you say on the radio.
People have been perceived as offensive by people. Obviously, anything can be perceived as anything.
I could.
I mean, Portsmouth, Southampton, and Bournemouth, those are like central rather than east.
Oh, fuck off. No, it's
No, that's true though. That's true though.
not. It's not. You. Unbelievable. Wrong. Just wrong.
Bournemouth is in the middle, right? I know. I was slightly wrong about where Brighton is. Like, it's okay. It's okay, bro. It's okay. I'm not arguing this with you like that.
Say, I don't like Brighton. I'm offended by Brighton.
Yeah,
I could say that, but that doesn't mean it is offensive.
Okay, we spent too long on this. He said something that wasn't really like.
On here.
I guess Steve is like worried that there might be some kind of police bias. I'm surprised Mischief is not showing up saying he looks cute. She needs to be careful. he has previous when it comes to dating trans people. I mean, like, he said something, like, you just have to move on and see what happened ultimately.
Objectively, to make sure there's...
It's just everything what you said on the radio.
Okay, yeah, it's potentially offensive. It's potentially offensive. That's the whole fucking point, man. Potentially offensive. Like, holy shit, man. Fucking hell. Like, the police have to keep these things in mind when it comes to things regarding, breach of the fucking peace. Like, to this guy to fucking soy out about it, as people say, or to rage quit or lose his mind, is ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's obvious what the fuck they're doing.
Rage quit?
I don't particularly like the fucking police, mate. You could fucking tell, right? But Jesus.
He had one that was apparently scammed by, which, like, that's fucked up. Listen, no one deserves that, of course. Would have come across many geezers like him when he worked in Spoons. It was more older people. It was like older people and like squaddies and like families who never cleaned up after themselves. That was most of my clientele.
I'm not going to anything that's up here. Right here.
Okay, I just want you to
My mum used to be like this when people thought she came from Liverpool. It's not Liverpool, it's the Wirral. To be fair, if people say that I'm from Birmingham, I'm kind of similar because I'm from the Midlands, but I'm not from Birmingham. So I do relate in a way.
You know, yeah.
Since about 12 today, yeah, I'll be having, as I said to your colleague there, I have conversations with people.
Like, I don't understand why you're so fucking like, yeah, woo! This guy is based and cool. What, going to...
I don't remember saying that either. I've been very, very critical of Billboard Steve. The problem is, this guy hasn't seen me talk about him previously, or wasn't listening when I did, apparently. I don't think he's ever seen any of Billboard Steve's videos, and this is a very unusual video for him. It's not really showing what his channel is actually about, if that makes sense. Unfortunately, when you insist on like commenting on stuff that you're not very familiar with in this kind of way, you're kind of prone to say a bunch of stuff that isn't really reflective of reality. But the problem is, this is something that I want to get across to as many people as possible. It's like how reflexive and like knee-jerk a lot of people's reactions to anything remotely supposedly anti-trans, you know what I mean?
Fucking overwhelmingly pro-fucking trans area of the country, and then fucking just losing their shit.
Yeah, so by this guy's logic, I'm guessing, if you go to like a town that votes reform and hold up a refugees welcome sign, it's on you if people like throw soup at you or nick your shit or anything like that.
Shit, right? And in public with these signs, eliciting a fuck off reaction from people. They know exactly what they're fucking doing. I don't have the right to say it, but at the same time, you can't fucking be surprised when people get pissed off with them. Like, it is baiting. It's just intentionally fucking baiting. And what's the sport in it?
Yeah, there's no reason other why he could be doing this, you know? Not that we've seen any of his videos, but no other reason at all.
Another fucking drink. Another drink for Mary Chu's turf slot content. Ugh, God, this is gonna be a fucking shit one. This is going to be a long fucking video. Well, let me tell you.
Bear in mind, his last drink was like 10 minutes ago. He has several. This is like, what, an hour long, this segment? Something like that. Less than an hour long. Not even an hour long. He does like 6+ shots over the space of an hour. Like, I'm not proud of like driving someone to drink, you know what I mean? Like, fucking hell.
This is going to be a fucking long one.
And for the most part,
What's the problem with baiting? Well, I mean, if Steve is just trying to bait people, then he's not being very honest when he says something like, I do this because I want to have conversations. I do believe him when he says, I want to have conversations. Because most of his channel is him having conversations. And like, there's some really interesting ones there. I don't always agree with his approach. He's got lots of views that he espouses that I do not agree with. But I agree, or I believe him when he says he's just trying to have conversations. And I've watched decent amounts of his content to know that, you know? I think he's genuine and like believes that he is sticking up for like kids and women in sports and stuff, for sure.
thank you for doing what you're doing.
Jesus.
You know, welcome each other hand, and again, occasional people. With me, you say thank you.
I mean, like, I don't know, man. We're pretending we're being genocided and all this kind of shit. Meanwhile...
Oh, like one person says this.
Alan Webley, Suris, Luxander, most of trans Twitter, loads of other nobody YouTubers, not nobody, and people say things that are on the scale between people are a bit mean to trans people sometimes and trans people are being genocided. So, I know. I'm secure in my opinion on this one.
And you lose your fucking mind about it. Why? I don't understand why you're so eager to jump into bed with a bunch of fucking right-wing fucking monglers, to be honest. Like, what are you objectively?
Is that what I'm doing? I guess anything to avoid the possibility that I'm genuine in my beliefs and know things that you don't. And that I've been trans for a long time and have realized a lot of stuff that many of the newer transes don't know yet and aren't able to know yet. And plenty of the other older transes are not very honest about.
Getting out of this. Do you think that you're fucking raging against the machine? Do you think that you're fucking,
Yeah, poly people. Remember poly people?
Fighting the right fight?
Listen, I went on Jack Jewel and like defended immigration, but I'm trying to get in bed with right-wingers, I guess.
Is that your honest opinion? Is that your honest opinion? Or are you just doing it because you want to be seen to one of the good ones? Oh, I'm not like those other fucking trans people. I'm separate. I'm not one of them.
He's got me. This is what I mean. Exposed, destroyed. How long have I been trans? I have been, well, I guess identified for 11 years. I had my first appointment with a GIC almost 10 years ago. I've been on hormones since over 9 years ago. I had surgery in 2017. People don't realize you know, once you go through all the processes, there's like this kind of long period of contemplation, because that's the rest of your life now, especially if you aren't going to be getting any other procedures done, if you're not going to be getting like FFS and stuff like that. Now you've got the rest of your life to think about what you've done. That's how it is, man. That's how it is. And I can warn people. I do. Doesn't mean I think people shouldn't transition or that transitioning is something we should make illegal. I don't hold that opinion. People don't like people who tell the truth always.
So you don't have to worry about me. Listen.
Why am I being berated by a Ginger Road Man? When am I not being berated by a Ginger Road Man?
The way things are going in this fucking country right now, especially if reform getting next fucking next election, they ain't gonna fucking stop just because you're one of the good ones. Everyone goes against the fucking wall.
You heard it first. Reform are gonna put me against a wall. Like, based on what? What evidence? Especially if reform, so possibly Labour will have me put up against a wall. I never know what people mean by this. When was the last time the UK fucking killed off a bunch of people in that manner? Do you agree with Chad that a post-op MTF is like an angel without wings? I don't know. I don't know. I guess I am that if that's the case. That's my cross to bear, ultimately. I didn't realize it would be a moneymaker later in life. So there goes the OnlyFans career, you know.
You know, I would just be fucking
He does have a bit of a British Alec Gunter energy, but he's a bit more likable than Alec Gunter. Alec Gunter's a bit more attractive, I guess. But this guy's a bit more likable.
I hate this sort of shit. It's such pick-me bullshit fucking...
Yeah, the other thing is, isn't it a bit inappropriate to be telling trans people with mental health issues no less, that the world hates them and wants them to die? Is that appropriate? Is that responsible? I've been wondering about this a lot lately, and a lot of people do it. It seems like we're all trying to convince each other that the world is so much more hostile to us than we really are. What does that do to a person's mental health? It flushes it down the toilet, is what I'd say. Thankfully, I live in reality. I don't, in fact, think I'm going to be genocided.
Behaviour.
Literally, this is on, like, a cop uniform. Like, I don't know, bro.
Keep doing what you're doing. You know, welcome to the hand. I get occasional people with the angry. But I get people who respectfully disagree with me. Yeah. And they're the conversations I want to have. Yes. You know? They're a bit of a debate. Yeah, but look, if we can call it debate, it's if you want to get out there. And I don't want to...
Again, all these slideshow pictures. What police officers being fucking pro-LGBT? And you're displaying that like, wow, isn't everyone corrupt? Isn't it a fucking shit show? Like, who
Well, he's trying to say there's, like, a certain amount of institutional capture, I guess.
the fuck cares? Like, why are you so upset by this?
Well, just pretty indifferent. Yeah, I agree. I think most people don't give a fuck if you're trans. They care what kind of person you are. There's a loud minority that talk about trans issues the way they do. And people exaggerate that because we have some kind of attachment to some victim status. I don't think it's helpful. And I want to see less of that. I want to put out my voice in a way where I'm saying, it's not as bad as you think. It doesn't mean it's amazing. It doesn't mean it's great even. It doesn't mean that every single person has been extremely nice to me. Certainly not the case. Sets people up for failure, interpret anything as transphobic. Yeah. I don't like that people do this. And like, listen, being very honest, there are far worse offenders, I'm sure, than this guy.
I just want to say, have a conversation. It's more of a conversation than a debate.
Yeah. And the debate doesn't always have to win, though. The debate, you showing your views, I'm showing your views, and trying to make everyone say,
well, basically, yeah, that's what I kind of try and do.
what I mean by that. But, yeah, like I said, what's happened is wrong.
Yeah, that's boring.
The thing is, it's just such...
People here that agree with me. There always is. It's like a mixture.
Yeah, and again, I'm not... the thing is, it's just such an oversimplification. It's a fucking dog whistle, right? Most of these people, in part...
Yeah, it's a dog whistle. It's a way of writing things off. Well, you're dog whistling. Okay, for what? What do you actually mean? How do you know that person is dog whistling? By what measure? Are you sure you're not just making up his positions? Because it's easier to make up someone's positions than engage with them. Like, I don't know. The worst thing is, like, there's a chance that anyone like Steve or anyone else I watch that I don't entirely disagree with is just like grifting on something or is just looking for negative attention. I just don't think it's very interesting, and it's not a very interesting way of engaging. To just be like, oh, they're just rage baiting. Oh, they're just, they don't believe that, a dog whistling. They actually want to kill trans people. That's a very boring way of engaging. I'd rather be a bit naive and take people at their word and just engage with the things they're actually saying and think what I think about it and respond good or bad, whatever, than just write things off as dog whistles and stuff. I think people should give trans people the benefit of the doubt more. I think trans people should give supposed TERFs or gender criticals the benefit of the doubt at least a little more. I'm not saying treat them more like your best friend, but there's like a middle ground, right? There's a balancing act, and that's what I'm for.
Right, in public, you'd be like, oh yeah, we only want it, you know, just leave the kids alone, that's all. Oh, just get out of sports, that's all. It never fucking stops there. You give these people in...
Slippery slope fallacy.
Take a fucking mile. You can see it in the fucking States. It goes from, hey, I'm just asking questions, and before you know it, you can't legally change your fucking gender anymore. Before you know it, you're banned from all fucking public bathrooms. Like,
Marcy Rankin had her case dismissed. You know they made that bathroom law in Florida? Marcy Rankin was like convicted on that. They set it up to be the first one to be convicted. The case got thrown out. And it was the most slam dunk case ever, if we're taking the law literally. Because they told the police they were going to be doing this. They showed up, the police were right there. They insisted on doing it anyway, and then got arrested when they came out. It's like, if we're saying that this law means very much, if you're a male and you go into the women's bathroom, there is a punishment for that, then Marcy Rankin did it about as obviously as it's possible to do it by design. They got let go. Like, they're not being charged for it. So, I don't know. Think for yourself as to whether what you just said is true. I don't think it is. Again, we're exaggerating harm. You're not even trans. Are you not like playing a part in exacerbating people's mental health issues?
come the fuck on.
I'm so sorry, someone's like a fucking apeshit outside.
Maybe that's me. Maybe that's me going apeshit outside.
I'm sorry, he better not find out where I live. I'm fucking moving if that's the case. Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah,
scary. Scary stuff, I know.
Thank you very much. Most people do that. Thank you.
Yeah, to me, like, ultimately, expressing some opinions. You should be able, if you see something that someone says, or you hear someone said you disagree with, go and talk to him, tell him what you disagree with it. Like, assaulting people, stuff like that, it's not civilized, is it?
It's alright, I'll be okay because I've got some wet wipes when I get back. But I'll be fine. Let me, yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you. Cheers, guys. Thanks, guys. Thank you. So this is the same what you're
No, I can't go until you've gone.
Right, okay.
All right,
Well,
I don't want anything else
well, people are going to hold
Yeah, because you're causing a fucking breach of the fucking peace, man.
And but I just need to say, yeah.
Skip forward a bit. Skip forward a bit. Because it's just like watching this video for a while.
I need to look KG. Strong as...
Yeah.
Yeah, interestingly, skips all this context about men and women's sports. Having said, who cares? Just skipping through, there's nothing to say, apparently. Nothing to say. Interesting.
It's all irrelevant shit. It's just...
It's all irrelevant to something that you've been like, who cares?
Yeah, it doesn't matter that much. Right, come on, where's the bit where she starts arguing with me?
She tried to one up.
He's waiting until the... That's crazy.
You're not being fun.
Oh my god. Do you see that? Okay. Do you see that? What did you walk into? This is the death of my channel. I've been exposed. This guy is completely reaming me. I've got nothing. I'm trying to fire back desperately. Click, 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 click. I'm out of bullets. Fuck.
I think it's around here. I think it's around here.
Like, I can look right at them. Hang on. Okay, there's the camera. Yeah, real cat. Got a scary. Yeah, everyone agrees with like that. This is me. I mean, no one human rights over it. To humanize to talk about anything. I don't know, man. No room for debate. The laws and regulations in the UK, including the EHCR.
Here we go.
Refusing to talk about anything.
Here we go.
That's what you got to do. When you say any argument you make is wrong on some moral level. It doesn't matter if, like...
How many people are you expecting?
Again?
How many people are you expecting turning up?
Yeah, real casual, I know, right?
Yeah.
The whole thing of, oh shit, my phone, gotta suddenly be over here. It's very sad to see Stephen Hossel, so the assault getting less scary. Yeah, I mean, this is my whole point. It's like, people need to be able to discuss this issue. And it doesn't matter if, like, not everyone agrees whether you transition children or not. Like, part of the reason that people like this person, this Steve guy, feel the need to do stuff like that is because there's no room for debate. And I knew people, I see people all the time with platforms, making statements about how trans kids are living their authentic lives, all this kind of shit. And this is not up for debate. There is nothing you can say. Anything you say.
But that's bullshit, man.
Yeah, all these experiences I've had, all these people I've known that do exactly this is bullshit, apparently. What do I know? I've only been trans for 10 years. What do I know?
You're overblowing an incredibly small minority of people in the argument.
This guy knows every single person that has ever spoken about trans people ever.
And representing it like it's fucking everybody when it's transparently fucking not. It's like, and to act like the mainstream discourse in society is overwhelmingly pro-trans. It's disingenuous as fuck.
I didn't say that, did I? Where did I say that? Please rewind and play the part where I said this.
Like, and to act like the mainstream discourse in society is overwhelmingly pro-trans. It's disingenuous.
That isn't what I said.
As fuck. Are you fucking for real? Are you for real? It is overwhelmingly transphobic, the discussion in mainstream society. That
generalization.
Isn't enough a discussion.
What's mainstream society? If it means mainstream media or something. There's some transphobic mainstream media articles out there. There always has been. Probably always will be. But he's arguing a point I didn't make, so...
Again, pygmy bullshit.
The argument you make is...
That's not a fucking drink. That's not a drink for Mary for
What time did he start? Sorry, I need to commit this to memory. When did he start? He drinks at about 9 minutes. It's now 25 minutes. This is like, it was 3 shots to start with. He had at least 1 more shot. He's now having at least 1 more in the span of, what, 15 minutes? I think good, bro. Good.
Fucking L take. L married to drink take.
Wrong on some moral level. Like, that drives people crazy when they can't talk about this. And when no one that believes in this shit will actually answer any questions. Or, by the way, bro, mute your mic. Mute your mic when you do that, yeah. Just mute. Just mute. Okay. Mad about a point I didn't even make. I mean, this is like loads of people that watch my shit. Actually, right now, fucking hell. The thing I posted about Piers Morgan the other day. I kind of knew what I was getting in for. Like, I don't mind. Give any actual perspective. I don't believe this person is trans, no. He could be. I could be wrong. But then later he says he's not an ally. He's bisexual, pansexual. Surely he would have just said, I'm not an ally, I'm trans. Just hold signs up. Or say trans rights are human rights over and over and over again. Which is a meaningless statement. Like, the worst thing is...
Meaningless statement? What would you say? How is that a meaningless statement? Would you say Black Lives Matter is a meaningless statement? Would you say...
Black Lives Matter is fairly self-explanatory. Trans rights are human rights isn't really... Doesn't really mean anything. You do have to, like, expand on it. Just saying trans rights are human rights over and over isn't really making it clear as to what you're actually conveying, you know?
Gay lives matter was a meaningless statement? Would you say fucking girls and children's lives matter is a meaningless statement? Like, it's obvious what it means. Again, it's just...
Obvious what it means doesn't explain. You're just really worked up, drunk, Don't know, to be honest. Hi, this man's war. I hope you're good. Like, listen, there's every chance he's, like, playing up a character and stuff like that. And if so, fair enough. It's quite funny. I don't mind when it's, like, at least entertaining. But, I mean, I've seen him elsewhere. I'm not sure that's the case.
She calls herself a liberal centrist. It's just fucking right-wing fucking bullshit wrapped up in a little fucking bollocks package. Unreal.
Didn't explain what trans rights are human rights meant, but okay. It's so obvious that almost no one knows what it means, and no one wants to explain it. Maybe it's not obvious in that case. The people that are doing this, like, they're not humanizing themselves or anyone else. That's what you gotta do. You wanna foster communication, you have to humanize yourself to other people. Oh, thank you, Jaron. I'm happy to help.
My head is hurting wearing that hat.
Collaboration. Saying things are not for debate, refusing to talk about anything. That's the opposite. I got emotional over time once, then I turned 20 immature. Yeah, fair enough. I don't know, man. I can see why people get upset with the thing, you know what I mean? No room for debate. The laws and regulations of the UK, including the EHCR, ruling are very much on his side. The vast majority of mainstream political conversation is gender critical.
Yep, based take by myself, the trough. Based correct take there.
Do you think that's true? Do you think gender critical is like the standard position now? I think that's really true.
Yes, that is very much true. Very, very much true.
And the problem is it's become that way because of what I'm saying. It's become that way because people won't talk about it. It's become that way because this kind of thing has been institutionalized. Because it has. We were transitioning kids in this country. That was all institutionalized. There was no conversation. There was no, like...
Yes, what do you talk... Like, they're like less than 11,000 children have, like, had a form of transition in this country.
Yeah, largely on the NHS, a UK institution. Where are they learning that they're trans from? From school. Largely UK instituted school.
What the fuck are you talking about? Institutionalised. There's always been fucking pushback against it. I mean, for fuck's sake, Margaret fucking Thatcher, man.
Never said there wasn't. Margaret Thatcher was talking about gays. Gays and trans people are not the same.
Right? Was against all of it.
Yeah, gender critical is a default take. That's why that Jennifer Melee woman got fired for calling a trans paedophile. That's why Maya Forstater had to go through fucking court twice for like some tweets saying sex is real in essence.
We're just fucking discussing being gay in classrooms and shit. What the fuck are you talking about? Institutionalised acceptance of this shit. You're out of your goddamn fucking mind.
There was no conversation about whether it's ethically okay to like transition kids. Maybe nowadays it's sliding towards.
There's always a conversation. What are you fucking for real? Is this bait?
There's always a conversation. Okay, let's see all the conversations you've been having.
Like, is this just like a psyop? Is this like a psyop fucking channel? Like, holy shit.
Towards being more gender critical. But that's partly the result of this culture where you don't talk about any of this shit.
Just not true though. It's just not fucking true though, is it? That's the thing. It's just a lie.
Where there's no room for debate, where anyone that thinks differently from the trans affirmative position automatically has an evil position that cannot be discussed. Why do you think that like pro-trans side is just saying the same things they've always been saying? Why do you think they're right?
Because the argument's pretty fucking clear forward. Trans rights are human rights. You don't need to go any further than that. It's very fucking simple. That's why.
Still don't know what it means, but okay.
You don't need to make it any more fucking transparent than that. It's not up to it's bigots' job to get with the fucking program, not the other way around.
Rhetoric hasn't actually evolved at all. The only new thing that's come up recently is the whole thing about puberty blockers being fully reversible. Well, they're not fully reversible. And that's not even the entire issue anyway. Even if in any one case, taking puberty blockers is fully reversible. That's like barely scratching the surface of the issue. So it's been this culture for a long time. Maybe now things are sliding a different way. But it's because
maybe now. Maybe now it's just bullshit. It's always been an uphill struggle for the trans community.
Yeah, that's what I get for like granting his argument even a little bit. How nice. How nice.
Like, holy God.
Let's say you believe something, and anytime you try and explain it to people, even though you're being very rational and reasonable about it, people just shut you down. No, that's wrong. No, you can't think that. No, that's wrong.
You go to a fucking Weatherspoons and try to have a fucking reasonable debate about fucking trans issues. They will call you every slur under the fucking sun. Like, again, if you want to align with this shit, go ahead. Fucking make your own bed.
I'm trans, and I used to work in a Weatherspoons for like over a year on bar in a town near an army base. Where now and then we'd get these like fucking little 20-year-old fucking squaddies who all look about 15. None of them ever bring their fucking ID with them and then mouth off at me when I don't fucking serve them because they look like children. When they do get served, they get a pint and a Jaeger bomb every single time, then they're puking in the fucking toilet by 9 p.m. because they don't know how to handle their alcohol. Says some of the vilest fucking shit imaginable to me. I know all this shit, man. You have no idea. This was the start of my transition. I looked crazy. I looked like shit. I'm not going to say I look amazing now. I don't think so. But like, you don't want to know. Like, it was like hard mode. That shit was. But I was okay. No one fucking killed me. Occasionally people were mean to me. You learn to brush it off. I think more trans people should try working in a place like that.
But don't try and fucking sit there like the discourse in this country has not always been very much in the other fucking way. Like, my God.
Eventually that's going to drive you insane. You know what I mean? But yes, he is stalking him. You're not a policeman. It's not your job.
Yeah, who gives a fuck? To be honest, I was like, oh wow, this guy's following me. It's like down the road. Like, who
defending stalking? No.
Gives a shit. Like, that's just fucking soft shit.
Do that. You are just talking to someone that way. You just follow me.
Yeah, so left. So you left. Right.
Do you want to live in Brighton, do you? Do you live in Brighton? I heard you say your address to the police. So you clearly come down here.
Just listen to someone giving their address. Jesus Christ, man, what are you doing?
Typically, to elicit a response from the queer people of Brighton.
He's right though. He has done it to do that. Like, let's be real, right? I think he says. I think the gauge is from Crawley, right? This gauge with the signboard, right? I know where Crawley is because I've lived in Crawley when I was a small.
Steve is from Manchester.
Small child, and I've been back there.
Again, it's like you haven't watched any of his stuff. You don't know anything about this guy. You're concluding pretty hard. It's very Vosh code. It's very Alec Gunter. You know what I mean? I can deduce everything about this person from watching them for like 10 minutes. It doesn't really work that way, unfortunately.
There a few times in my life, right? Because Crawley is nowhere near fucking Brighton. It's a good couple of hours drive to get to Brighton, and longer on trains and shit. Like, why not protest this shit in Crawley? If all you're doing is trying to do is spread the fucking word, why not go down to Crawley and do it? Now, you're going to go to Brighton, right? The most overwhelmingly pro-LGBT city in the country, by far, right?
Almost like this is the point. He knows he's going to get people who disagree with him, and that's the whole point, is to have conversations that are somewhat oppositional. It's almost like that's the point. Wait, no, that's insane. There's no possible way. Obviously, he's just doing it to bait people, because this guy's cracked the code, you know what I mean? I don't know shit.
Right, and stand right on the fucking Brighton Beach promenades around everywhere. I've walked down this fucking thing a million times. I just go to Brighton all the time. I don't live that far away from Brighton, right? You've gone down there into this queer city to fucking stand there and be as provocative as you fucking can. And then when people get a bit pissed off you, then you're calling the fucking old bill, making a spectacle and filming it all for your fucking YouTube channel going, ooh, I'm persecuted. Oh my God, these people can't have reasonable conversations, man. And it's like, but you know what you're fucking, but it's like, you've done this intentionally. This is your bread and butter. You are trying to make a living, you're trying to, fucking get paid content just to sit there and do this kind of shit. It's ridiculous.
Yes, the queer people of Brighton have a right to not see a billboard with different opinions to what they have. Fuck off with that shit. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This has been the culture for a long time. You can say that nowadays a lot more shit is going against this, but it's partly because of this kind of action. It's partly because of how long it's been going on. And places like Brighton are still strongholds of this kind of thing, clearly. I love it. He's covering this one up and there's just another one on him anyway. I thought he had a tomato stapled to his forehead. Maybe he does, I don't know. I don't know what this guy gets up to. Dickhead. Yeah, just making sure you got home okay. Now I know where you live. Interesting.
Does that include hose on my clothes?
I thought your car was here.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, you got that bit wrong. It doesn't have anything, does it?
No, I'm not like a car part.
You see Kylie now.
Bad faith, Paul.
I knew that was coming and it still got me. Speak highly now.
Bad faith, pause, boo, bad faith, pause.
Oh, that's classic. That's fucking amazing. I can die happy now.
Pause.
That's honest day. Probably not. Allies are the fucking worst. If you're an ally, like literally stop immediately.
I want to make it clear, I am not an ally,
You're a trans ally. If you're not trans, you're a trans ally.
I am bisexual, pansexual.
Sorry, if you're not trans and you're genuine with the shit that you're saying.
Sexual.
Hi, yeah, my name's Steve.
Oh, mistake. There we go. I'm just gonna be sat here laughing at my own joke for a while. Don't mind me. There we go.
Again, fucking melt. I'm gonna call the police again because some guy's fucking followed me fucking 3 meters down the fucking.
Yeah, calling a police because someone is stalking you or stealing from you. Who does that? Yeah, crazy. I know, right? Crazy. I'm gonna say it's wasting police time, but he's also ACAB, so I don't quite know how that works. Surely you want the police's time to be wasted. They're like dealing with Steve when they're not. They could be going off like murdering black people right now, and instead they're dealing with Steve. And I thought you'd think he's doing those people a favor, no? Surely.
Fucking right. What a fucking neek, bro. Fucking snitches get stitches, cunt.
That's my stuff, mate. Don't steal that. Yeah, I need the police. Listen, I need the...
You know how many times I called the police in my life? Never. 0 fucking times. I've had a shit kicked
This is a flex. This is a flex, apparently.
out of me. I've been fucking mugged, mate. I don't fuck with the fucking pigs, man. Fucking, ugh. Neeks, brother. Neeks.
Yeah, hello, yeah, and the guy was assaulted outside Brighton.
I mean, listen, that was a bit of a fail. Like, leaving a sign over there to confront a guy who... People at Brighton and Hove have a right to hold these views. What?
They do have the right to hold these views. Look how just angry she is. She's just dripping.
Yeah, didn't my tone of voice sound so angry?
What? They do.
I mean, listen, that was a bit of a fail. Like, leaving a sign over there to confront a guy who... How angry do I sound right now? I think I sound fucking fuming. He's right. I sound so upset right now. People at Brighton and Hove have a right to hold these views. What?
They do have the right to hold these views. Look how just angry she is. She's just dripping with venom. See.
No one said that, Ink Searcher. Listen, I'm not misrepresenting anyone. I don't have to, you know.
Seething with venom.
I'm not saying they don't have a right to hold any views. I don't even know where you got that from. What I'm saying is, there shouldn't be a problem going to somewhere else and having a different view. I don't know why you're sticking up for this.
Because it's like IRL clip jimping, bro. It's just fucking stupid. It's just being provocative for the sake of it. You're going to another area and just intentionally fucking being a provocateur, and there's no fucking sport in it. Why the fuck does this person feel the need to fucking do this shit?
It's also wasting police. Are you actually stupid? The trough. Excuse me.
Oh, whoa!
I do start getting slightly triggered here. He is right. He has the foresight, sorry.
Whoa!
Like, he has pre-watched this because he was in my chat at the time. He's relitigating his own argument with me, you know.
A troll! Whoa!
His eyes also wasting police. Are you actually stupid? The trough. Excuse me. This man is just fucking stolen me. He's been following.
Oh! Whoa! Don't they need for the fucking okay, cunt? Jesus!
I'm stalking him. Is that wasting police? Why do people keep calling me a cunt? I have no idea. What do I do? What do I do that makes people think it's okay to call me a cunt? It keeps happening. So if I rob your house...
Oh, this is bullshit fucking false equivalence.
And then you call the police? Are you wasting fucking police resources? What are you talking about?
Listen, if you broke into my fucking house, I'm pretty sure I could take you, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. But, like, it's completely different. It's a fucking... Yes, he should be sticking a signboard, but, like, calling the police, oh, some guy signed my signboard, and now I'm going to waste fucking potentially thousands of British fucking taxpayers' pounds on some bollocks. Forget, you know what I mean? After I've come down and intentionally shit-stirred for this, to get this sort of reaction. It's just like, ugh, fucking just...
Yes, he definitely, 100% Steve sees it this way. And this totally is a defense for someone stealing his stuff.
Another drink. Another Mary Chu's seething there.
What are we on now? It's like every 10 minutes, pretty much. This will be shot number 6 or 7. And like, he might be doing like more than one at a time. Your favourite insult to get, fair enough. I think I feel similar, to be honest. It kind of, if someone's calling you a cunt, you really know that you've like touched a nerve, right? Unless you're in Australia, in which case that's like a full stop, you know what I mean? Like in Animal Crossing, every character has a thing that they just say a lot, like a catchphrase or whatever, at the end of sentences. That's what that word is in Australia. But we're not Australia, we're both British.
Merry Chew, seething, raging, coping, etc., etc.
This is what I mean. I don't know this in like a character or something, because like, there's no way, you know what I mean?
Somebody police told me to leave and I've left, and then a man has followed me all the way back to my vehicle.
Did he just threaten me? To be fair, it was like if I broke into his house, and I was the one saying if I broke into your house. So, you know. Right from yesterday's chat, yes, yes.
And now he's just stolen my property. He's running off with it now. I'm following him. I'm recording it. Yeah, I was assaulted by the police.
I was assaulted by the police, yeah. I think he's saying Freudian. That's not what he meant, is it?
Yeah. No, sorry, no, it wasn't, no. The police.
Oh, yeah.
The police now. I'm chasing the guy now.
Okay, hopefully about 3 p.m. we'll be chatting. And listen, you're watching right now. I'm not trying to be like, this isn't going to be like a blood sports thing. I mean, not on my end anyway. Like, what kind of victim blaming shit? I do actually think I get where this guy's coming from. It's just that I see the same problem quite often, you know what I mean? You go somewhere and make a statement that people in a different place don't like. And then it's your fault that you get like assaulted. It's your fault that you get stolen from. It's your fault that you get stalked. At that point, you're like wasting police resources.
That's such bad faith misrepresentation of what the fuck I said. You know that's not what the fuck I meant, okay? Obviously, you should not be fucking, you know, you should not be assaulting anybody or nicking shit.
Yeah, and it's almost like if people do that, then people call the police. It's almost like that was what you do when it's a crime, and that not everyone is a ACAB warrior.
But at the same time, you bring it all upon yourself. It's all fucking victim blaming, okay?
Literally just describe victim blaming. I'm blaming you, the victim. That's not victim blaming.
It's not like a, what is she wearing? Right, that isn't what that is. That's a normal person walking down the road.
In a way, it kind of is about what he's been wearing, because he was wearing this sign. But hey, listen. Be a grifter. Someone getting these views cannot be a grifter. That's not allowed. I think it's genuine. I think a lot of people genuinely feel this way about this subject. And I do understand. It's just that these people are very wrong and are making a lot of assumptions about people, including myself. I'm not really offended. Like, people call me a pick-me all the fucking time. It's like water off a duck's back. But if I can talk to someone about that kind of shit, then I'd like to, honestly.
This is like going down the road and just say wearing a billion Rolexes on each fucking arm. And
This is a terrible false equivalence, by the way.
on a sign that says, I'm rich as fuck and I'm gonna walk.
So, like, if you do that, you're very much incentivizing people to rob you. Because if they rob you, they're gonna get, like, 100 grand worth of shit. There's not really a equivalent of someone nicking this guy's sign. Like, there's no need to do this. Like, you know, what are you gonna do? Spare some people some offense? Well, isn't it kind of their fault they're offended by a sign that says there's no trans children? Like, come on, bro.
Down a dark alleyway. This is what this shit is like. It's intentionally. He's trying to elicit this reaction. This is exactly what he wants. Do you think he really gives?
Yeah, he wants people to steal from him, definitely. I'm the person that's like seen a bunch of Steve's content. There's no way that I know anything about what he's actually doing.
This shit about these causes? I would say he probably fucking doesn't give a flying fuck. It's just for the fucking content. It's just to get people.
Yeah, in a way. You have to wear Rolexes. Would it be okay to rob him either way? Well, yeah. And at least with his example, you're very much incentivizing someone to do that. If someone does that, I'm like, shit, that could set me up for life, mate.
Riled up so he can post his videos and get more fucking clicks to the page. More clicks.
By the way, do not go to a Rolex dealership. Convince them that you already own a bunch of Rolexes. Get a professional model. And then immediately sell it for 3 times what it's worth. Do not do that, ever. That's immoral and bad to do. You should never do that. Under any circumstances. I care deeply about this issue, obviously.
Clicks to the page.
I don't know, man. I guess you also think that this thing is rape. They're wasting police resources.
No, do not think that at all. How dare you? How fucking dare you?
Listen, I own a Rolex myself. It's just invisible.
That is bullshit. I resent that sort of fucking click to the page. More clicks to the page.
I don't know, man. I guess you also think that this thing is rape. And the thing is, I don't like that kind of criticism either, because anyone that makes content wants to be watched. We have to just take that as read and get past that. But there's usually more to the story than just wanting to get clicks. Well, why do they want to get clicks? What is it they want people to see? You know what I mean? Again, it's like, I need to start seeing less of this like low effort, low IQ engagement and more like actual thinking. And it's bizarre to me that I'm the one sitting here saying this because I'm a fucking retard in my own right in plenty of ways, you know what I mean? Shouldn't take someone like me getting this fed up with this kind of shit. But that's most of the stuff I see. Like, at least some people try, you know? Not enough people. They're wasting police resources.
No, do not think that at all. How dare you? How fucking dare you? That is bullshit. I resent that sort of fucking claim. Go fuck yourself.
If they're in a place that is largely pro-rape or some shit.
Absolutely brain dead take. Brain dead take. Everybody's saying it. Brain dead take.
Everybody's saying it. His chat has not moved. It's gonna move at some point soon. He gets a couple of messages. Yeah, if someone has more than one of them. Everyone is all 2 people that liked all 28 views.
Sorry, that's just anti-trans.
I'm calling it. This has to be a bit. The violent rocking, the coughing and sushi headband.
Listen, I don't know. I don't know either way. If it is, listen, this is entertaining. I'm not going to say that this isn't, like, funny in a way. And I appreciate that. Thank you so much, C3773W, for the $4.99. Thank you. I don't know, like, listen, it's one of those things. It's a bit like Sally Pride drag. It's kind of... I guess I'm enjoying it either way, you know? I don't necessarily agree with a single thing he said so far, but, like, that's not always what it's about. I can, in fact, watch people I disagree with and at least get some entertainment value out of it. And that's something I'm not going to knock. Something, it suddenly becomes perfectly okay to steal from them, definitely. I have more than one guitar, I should just let people into my house to fucking take them. Great fucking logic.
I agree, though. I do agree with what you're saying. To a certain extent. That, like, where we said, you come all the way down to Brighton. Yeah, I agree with that, because it's true. You come all the way down to fucking Brighton just to piss
Yeah, you're not allowed to protest in towns that you don't live in, I guess.
people off. You've come all the way down to Brighton just to fucking have a fucking Barney. Why are you protesting in fucking Crawley, mate? 3 bridges. Right? We can have
I guess I'm the Joseph Goebbels of gender critical, by that logic.
a nice little chat in 3 bridges. That was where I was born and raised. Well, I was born in London, you know what I mean. But still, I was born in London. I moved out there when I was 2, and then we moved to Crawley. But still, right? You know, it's just like...
Steve also still is not from Crawley. He's got a northern accent. He's going to get that angry about me not knowing 100% where Brighton was, considering I was quite close. I said south to southeast. That's not terrible. Not perhaps the most accurate thing ever, but come on. Like, you're a northern guy. He's like from fucking Manchester. You think he's from like Crawley? Like, okay, bro, okay.
Fucking hell, bruv. Who knows?
Him to argue with Ethan Ralph. I want to see him argue with Alec Gunter. I think that'd be fucking amazing.
Kind of bollocks, mate. It's just ridiculous.
The thing is, like, Alec Gunter's usually down for it. He at least will fucking, he at least will entertain people like this. Yeah. So if, like, you go to a sundown town and hold a sign saying black rights, and the people there don't like that kind of thing, so they nick your sign and, like, throw soup all over you, I guess it's bad if you then call the police. Majority rules, you know? I don't really get it. I don't really get it. I don't know entirely how much he even believes some of this stuff and how much of it is more than knee-jerk, like, outrage. But to be fair, I don't know what's going on in his head. I don't want to try and do the same thing that he's doing to Steve, which is just assuming his motives without any evidence. And I do like do that a bit later, but I was getting a bit impatient with him at that point. And interestingly, he doesn't like it when it's turned around on him. What's hateful about this? Hey, the Truff, you're sticking up to these fucking freaks. What's hateful about saying there's no such thing as a trans child?
Because it's not that, because it's a dog whistle. It's a dog whistle. You know exactly.
Doesn't answer my question. Saying something as a dog whistle doesn't answer as to why it's hateful.
That this is not what the fuck he's talking about, right? It's a fucking easy fucking excuse, an easy fucking slip away, an easy fucking sign to have there, where people go, oh, well, there's nothing, I guess there's nothing unreasonable about that. But then the rest of it gets harder and harder and harder. You know how these fucking things go. And it's actually it's disingenuous as fuck.
I don't agree. I think there is such thing. I just think I shouldn't be such thing. But why is that hateful? What's hateful about that? There you go, more so he didn't actually answer that question. Victim blaming. The people of Brighton have a right to victim blame too. Actually, technically you do. Victim blaming is not right. You do have a right. If I went to Bradford and sat outside a mosque with a sign against Islam, hi Rhiannon, it'd be good. I wouldn't be surprised if I got a hostile reaction. Well, I mean, you still have the right to say what you want to say.
Yeah, you do, but I like the way that she just skips over that. Goes, well, they have the right to say it. Yeah, but you know exactly why the fuck I said that, because you know exactly what the fuck I'm getting annoyed.
Yeah, I think they should be protected under free speech for that kind of thing. And so, like, assaulting them, stealing from them and stuff is bad if you do that too. That's what I'm trying to say. And this guy's, like, free speech takes are a bit wonky because he seems happy for, like, consequences in plenty of instances, you know what I mean? Really, if you're pro free speech, you should be like, well, things like intimidating, assaulting people, things like that. You shouldn't be for that on the grounds that they said something you don't like. Surely that's like the free speech take, right?
Annoyed now because you know exactly what the fuck I mean by that. You know that this is going to elicit a fucking strongly, overwhelmingly negative reaction, and I bet if that happened,
Yeah, I do know that. I think that it's the other people's problem, and they should work on that. And if you don't like what someone says, you don't have to like associate with them. You don't have to like argue with a guy with a fucking sign on. If you truly believe he is rage baiting, do you not think it's a bit ridiculous that people are taking the bait?
there, you would not have shit to say about it. I bet you anything, you're one of these fucking, one of these certain sort of like people, right, where, you know, you're a massive fucking turf, but then when it comes to fucking immigration, all this shit.
A massive turf.
You know, you're fucking, we can't, da 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 da. Like, fuck off, man, holy shit. Fucking immigration, all this shit. You know, you're fucking, we can't, da 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 da. Like, fuck.
I think he's trying to say, I bet you're like anti-trans, but not anti-immigration, which I guess is true. I'm not anti-trans, I am trans. I just have a different way of showing it. I think a lot of this activist shit is like extremely unhelpful. And I think that we're all trying our best to throw Lily Tino under the bus and that's going to fix everything. Fuck off, is it? It's not going to happen. I'm not aiming that at him, to be clear. We might get to look at some people talking about Lily Tino later, because it's very strange the way we're talking about what's going on with Lily Tino right now.
Fuck off, man, holy shit.
He's not outside mosque, he's in Brighton.
Listen, Brighton.
I thought the right to free speech was just from the government. A company or person can censor you all they wish. That's just America. Well, to me, I don't think it's right that people should be able to censor each other as much as they wish. Like, whether it's legal or not is not really what I'm saying. I'm more talking about, like, morally, how I feel. Like, me, morally, I am, like, very pro-free speech. A lot more than the UK government probably is.
Brighton, in some ways, is it's the mosque of the LGBT of England, okay? You know what the fuck I mean.
It's right. Listen, they're doing it for me. I think this is kind of a religious movement in a way, these days anyway. Say what you want to say. Do you believe in free speech? Do you think someone should be free if they don't like Islam?
Yes, of course I believe in freedom of speech. I'm very critical.
This I don't believe. This I actually don't believe. Either that or there's an incoherence here that needs addressing.
Of Islam. But it's the fact that I wouldn't go to a fucking overwhelmingly Muslim area, go to a Muslim mosque, and then be, well, this is...
Nor would I.
Supposed to what other kind of mosque, you know what I mean? And then just be sat there, and then just have signs like saying, fuck Muhammad or whatever, and then...
Yeah, I wouldn't do this either.
And then call the police and crying and surprised when people come over and have a fucking Barney at me. It's just...
I'm not talking about having a Barney, I'm talking about people being assaulted and stolen from and stalked. It's a bit different to having a Barney.
Come on!
Having a Barney means having an argument if you're not British.
Come the fuck on.
Stand with a sign against Islam. Is this even against trans? Is it against specifically transitioning children and trans women?
Okay, yeah. See, poisoning the well. Another...
What do you think poisoning the well means? Poisoning the well would be like me queuing this video up, making a whole bunch of comments about how stupid and retarded I think this guy is, and then playing the video, knowing that my audience is now primed to think this guy is stupid and retarded, like I have just said. That's poisoning the well.
Another drink.
Unless you mean like right now.
A drink for poisoning the well.
But this isn't what poisoning the well means. I hope you understand.
Another drink for poisoning the fucking well.
If you, before loading my video up, were like, Mary choose a pick me and a grifter and a turf and all this other shit, that would be poisoning the well. Because then you're going to show the video like afterwards and people are going to be primed. You know? Plenty of trans people agree with him, myself included. So is it even fair to say that this side is against trans people? Is that even fair to say?
Hey, get your hand. Get off my stuff, steal my stuff. Oh, I'm being salty, aren't I? You want to get off my stuff? It's not a good idea, mate. It's my stuff, you follow me.
You need to pee? Oh, I mean, alcohol is like a diuretic, right? He's Barney Rubble Trouble. I actually didn't even know that. Listen, I'm not from the South. I'm not from like the London area. I don't know too much of the slang. I know bacon bonds. I know apples and pears. I don't know many others. Christ. I don't know about the legality of something like this. Obviously, the massive confounding factor is that this guy's fucking nicked for it. Like,
but still.
Okay, but if you queue up the video and say, this is going to be hilarious, what you're doing to that well, it's not really poisoning the well, because you're kind of still leaving expectations open. You're not telling people, you're not really priming people to think a certain way about the person. You're just saying that the content's going to be funny. That can mean a lot of things, right?
Still, though, he has brought it upon himself in a way.
Steals my bag, I rugby tackle it. Me personally, I think that's fair enough. I don't know about the legal.
Illegally, you'd be fucked a bit.
Yeah, stealing a bag and stealing a sign. I don't know quite what the difference is. Maybe there's a monetary value thing. As if I have anything worth fucking stealing. As if my bag is worth anything. I don't know, man. I don't know. Is this a controversial take? I don't think you should steal from people. I think if something belongs to someone else, just leave it alone. Irrespective. If you steal from someone, they're liable to call the cops on you. I don't see a problem with that. You can be ACAB and still understand that that's kind of how most normal people will operate.
Also, this whole time you can just, this whole time you can just see the chat seething at me. Just seething.
Wait, who's the rage baiter now? Who's rage baiting now? Come on, bro.
Seething and crying, losing their little minds over it.
What freedom of speech? I'm just not going to act outraged over this later. Yeah, if you're going to say this is going to be hilarious, you're more risking showing something that is not in fact hilarious, or something that you can't really make hilarious, you know? There's more the risk with that kind of thing, I'd say. What's outraged over this baiting, seriously? Do you think he deserves it? Like, is that what you're trying to say? I don't even know what your point is.
Oh, crying.
He's right. I was like floods of tears at this point. You need to actually make a coherent point. As I am now, he's like completely wrecking me. I'm never recovering from this. I'm going to have to give over my entire channel and my sub count to this guy after this.
I'm making a coherent point. I'm saying you should not go down. You should not travel fucking 2 hours to go to an area like Brighton and then sit there and be antagonistic towards fucking trans people because you know exactly the kind of reaction to fucking provoke. The people of the city don't like your fucking
Okay, well he did it anyway, so you're having to deal with the reality of this happening.
Opinions on this matter, but have some fucking caution, right? Obviously you should have freedom of fucking speech, but fucking then add outrage that people don't like it.
This guy rules. I don't disagree, to be honest. Like, he's funny. Listen, you can get a lot of places just being funny.
Ridiculous. You're a fucking embarrassment, the both of you.
Do you think that because this guy has a sign, it's okay to steal from him, okay to assault him, throw things at him?
No, of course not. I'm not saying I agree with what this guy's doing either. You've extrapolated that opinion onto me.
Do you think any of that is okay? Do you think you exercise your freedom of speech, that someone else should therefore be okay to throw things over you because they're offended? Do people have the right to offence? That was a bit stupid, actually. Do people have the right to offence? Of course they have the right to offence. Like, does their offence give them the right to, like, censor someone? I think would be a better way of putting that. But that was a bit of an owl take, I'll be honest. I should really be downing vodka myself right now. That's what you do, Al Mary take. That means a shot of vodka, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if this is, like, okay.
No, this is not okay. You'd be done for fucking assault and false imprisonment if you fucking did this. That is bollocks.
Wait, why is it false imprisonment when he has him stealing on camera from him? I don't think that is false imprisonment. He does like citizens arrests and stuff, and it seems like it's okay. I mean, he did that person that threw syrup all over him. He did that, and it seemed like he was okay doing that. Been on YouTube. But I don't know anything about this, so listen. Much like trans issues, I know nothing about trans issues either. People that have been trans for 10 years, they're the least knowledgeable people about trans, for sure. Like, there's such thing as a citizen's arrest. It's very difficult for me to like comment on the legality of it.
What's it for?
I mean, he knows why he's doing this, right? He knows why he's been tackled to the ground and being held down. He's just stolen from him. Like, you know this, right? Of course I don't agree with it by little sympathy. I don't care whether you have fucking sympathy. You can go fuck less what you sympathise with or don't sympathise.
Bit aggressive there, Miss Mary Jew. Fucking hell. Bit of a fucking...
Then why are you sticking up for it? Yeah, little sympathy. Why? Because it says that there's no such thing as a trans child.
No, not false equivalency, fake news, bad faith. Not what I said. You know that's not what I fucking said. Go fuck yourself, right? I am not sticking up for this person, but I'm also not fucking all cool with fucking Sandboard Steve. I don't agree with the reaction of these people. I can understand why they get fucking annoyed. Okay, again, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that just doesn't justify stealing. I'm trying to say. He's about to come on. He will be shortly. Yeah.
Have this kind of fucking reaction, okay? I'm a big believer in chat shit get banged. I don't think it's been nick free. I think it's
yeah, this is very anti-free speech. Chat shit get hit, whatever, you know. Same thing, right? That's not very free speech, is it? What? Say the wrong thing and be liable to get hit. That sounds like you're not very pro-free, I would say.
If you say something abhorrent, and someone gives you a light twat in the face.
Because, like, anyone can decide anything is abhorrent. That's the problem with that logic, right?
I don't think the police should be involved, but you know, and I think it's kind of okay. Both police should be involved in that.
I lose my trans status of the crime of having nuance. Yeah, true. You think it's fine? You don't have sympathy. Why don't you have sympathy?
What, sympathy for what? The fucking the beta? Because he's just because you know why. Like fuck
Waiter.
me. My vapor's running out of battery. That's not good. Oh no, I'm gonna have to order some fucking vape pods. Holy shit! Ah!
How are you doing? What are you talking for? See what I stop. I see. And why is this particular stuff important to you?
What question is that? Oh, because I stole from you. But why is it important to you? This glass isn't really important to me to think about it. Therefore, it should be fine for me to just let anyone fucking steal this. I shouldn't have a problem with someone stealing my fucking IKEA glasses.
I would say she is fit though. I would sleep with her. She probably wouldn't sleep with me, but I would sleep with her. You know, she is quite good looking.
I guess they're not all that important to me. I guess I should have to answer why my IKEA glass is important to me. If I'm to justify chasing someone down if they steal it from me, right? It's got nothing to do with it just being my fucking problem.
Wow, in the chats, this dude
I'm a straight boy.
is just being portrayed for attention from. I can't read that. It's too blurry. It's in a green font. However.
Getting one guide by someone else's chat. Well, I suppose you've got no choice.
Doesn't matter. No, I'm not. Okay, just because I have a different opinion to this Kiwiman, Parry, Dickers, Mrau, Aiden, Mary Chu.
Yeah, I'm in a community with all those people. Most of those people have absolutely no idea who I am. But you ask like fucking Queeman or Dickers or like Aiden or something about the Mary Chu. Like, they don't know who the fuck I am. I don't get this. I don't get this at all, man.
Fucking circle jerk going on right now.
Like, what am I circle jerking with them about? I've criticized Ethan Klein. Like,
just because I have a different opinion doesn't mean I'm a contrarian. You're all fucking
Yeah, he really has a bee in his bonnet about Queeman for some reason. I think it's because they debated and it didn't go well for him. These people know that they're in the wrong. They know that they're trying to weaponize their offense against people.
Call the police! Call the police!
Yeah, weaponized offense. There you go. That's my point. I don't think people should weaponize their offense. You can be offended by something, but I don't think you should be able to weaponize it the way that these people are.
Oh, round the neck, how are you doing? I'm strangling you. Would you please assist me?
Yeah, you really sound like you're being strangled there.
Call the police, mate. So, Tom, you've got to steal myself. It's a trans line.
Not anti-trans. How is it an anti-trans sign? What's anti-trans? Plenty of trans people agree with these sentiments. Yeah, is everyone watching these trans? Like, yeah.
Probably. A lot of them probably are, to be honest. A lot of them are. You know, you're like...
Hey, this is for all you people. You're being fucking told in real time right now.
You're like the guy that's the racist who says, well, I've got a black friend. You're their black friend. You're their black friend. And I think a lot of them watch you and feel better about their views. So like...
Yeah, I don't have any real friends. This is what trans allies say to trans people. The people you think like you, they don't actually like you. You don't have any friends. You're a piece of shit that people are using for their amusement. That's a good thing to say to a person of a member of a group who tend to have mental health issues.
Well, I can't be transphobic. I watch Mary Chu.
Joining the channel of a trans person because they say certain things. Transphobic people watch me, for sure. That's very transphobic, isn't it? Giving people views and attention who are trans. Real transphobia in action.
That was extreme violence, work. I'm a non-violent man.
Can you say you're not violent if you steal from someone? Is theft violence? I wonder. What does Google think? Not considered violence. More of a philosophical question, though. And he did take it by force, technically. The problem is, he was a bit of a moron leaving it by itself. You gotta cover all your bases with these people. Yeah, people usually are able to talk that clearly when they're being strangled, for real. It's not quite, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe, but it's not far off. Probably is helping his cause because he wants to keep you there.
Yeah, to a bunch of fucking right-wing mongoloids. It's riding them up. If you think that's helping the fucking cause, then yeah, sure. I can see that. I mean,
helping what cause?
It's ridiculous, but I can see it. You know, like, just... Is this really the group of people that you want to fucking... Is this really the group of people you want to embed yourselves with? Is it really... Yeah.
I don't know what embedding myself with anyone means.
Whatever. Whatever. It's your life, I guess, and all that fun
I
stuff.
definitely don't know what someone who thinks that I'm in a circle jerk with lots of people that don't know who I am and I've never spoken to. I don't know what someone like that means by that for real, like, in particular.
You know?
There's like a moment right here of like, I think genuine reflection. He does come back from this, don't worry. Life decisions, round and round. Still going. Much like a washing machine. And we're back, recovered. There we go.
Cool. Right, back to it.
Nope, I definitely am up to the task of critiquing the video. The police show up. I think I'm probably very much up these thoughts. There's not a reasonable context in which they have a non-violent man, if that's true. Yeah.
Help me, help me. You just I don't want to not hang by the straight man.
The Truff, do you have sympathy for this guy being not strangled but like pained? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do have a bit of sympathy for him, to be honest. Like, I think the reaction was way overblown. You know, you don't need a fucking... It was a fucking sign. It wasn't a handbag or a fucking Rolex watch. It was a fucking sign. And you've gone in there and you've, like, fucking...
Was it like a value thing? Is that what we're talking? When I said my bag earlier, my bag ain't worth shit. Like, it needs replacing. His sign is probably worth way more. I can't tell if it's a value thing. That's why you make the distinction. I'm not sure.
Rugby tackled the fucking cunt. It's...
To me, it doesn't matter. Just don't take other people's stuff. It shouldn't matter what it is. Like, theft is theft, right? I think in the Bible, when it says thou shalt not steal, it probably doesn't make any monetary values. It probably doesn't prescribe, well, certain things, but not other things. You know, it's just don't steal. And that's kind of, I'm not a Christian, but I hold to that principle myself. If it's not mine, I shouldn't take it.
It's not needed. It's not needed at all. It was a way overreaction, to be perfectly honest with you. You know, and now he's on the
stealing a sign wasn't an overreaction, apparently.
floor, and he's getting a few
Wait, no, oh, it was, but then he overreacted. Okay.
digs in. It's not fucking needed.
Get a few digs in. That didn't happen, did it? That guy would have been milking it if that was what was happening. All right, to make things up when you don't like them, right?
Not fucking needed.
Do you have sympathy for him? Context matters. We've literally had the context. That's the crazy thing. I'm gonna see if I can get to the end, I guess, unless he really needs to call in like now. When he stolen from someone? Or is that only extent? He said 3-ish, so like it's not. I'm not on a strict schedule. I don't have much I want to watch today. I want to watch there's another Steve video actually talking to that Dimitri guy. People you disagree with. Why not just not steal from people? Wouldn't that be better?
Yeah, of course it would be. Again, I've never fucking made these arguments. This is bad faith as fuck. You're
But you're defending someone that stole from him.
projecting. You're projecting like fuck onto me.
Not hate speech. This isn't hate speech. Don't let morale get me in trouble. Someone fucking thought that I was like, I don't know what that fucking stuff is going on with all those people. I don't even know most of them. I vaguely know Parry. That's about it. I watch like Queeman. Someone was like saying, oh, the Mary Tree was involved in it. I ain't fucking involved in shit, mate.
Yeah, but you are part of that community. Oh, by the way,
I'm part of a community of people who I've largely never spoken to, and most of whom don't know I exist. I don't quite know how that works. Oh, is he in voice now? Okay. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Shalom.